obviously we know the Grizzlies are picking at 9. There has been some more intel saying the Grizzlies are actively trying to trade up for Donovan Clingan, which I know we talked about last week. That's not necessarily what we would want to do. So we'll see what happens. I'll say this. If they don't give up a future first, and I'll put this qualifier, if they don't give up a future first and like a legit like in the rotation player, then I can like you can give up like if you give up your pick this year, maybe the 39th pick, and then Aldama or like Zaire or somebody, but they're not going to take that. That's the issue. You're going to have to give up like a smart, maybe you might be able to get away with giving up Santi if you also give up a future pick as well, right? Or like even if you do give up a Zaire, I think you're going to have to give up another pick too. So that's why I'm like, I just don't know if it'll be worth it in the long run. That's just my only that's my only concern.
Yeah, listen, I'll give you some future seconds. Not no future first.
Future seconds, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look, I'll tell you now. Look, Zach Kleiman didn't get all those seconds at the trade deadline for nothing. He better use them somehow. This might be the time, but listen, would that be the preferred way to use them for me? No, but I wouldn't be mad. Like too bad. I'd just be like, okay, like I mean, okay. And again, like I could end up being wrong. Like it's not I don't like Clingan. I do like Clingan. I just like for my bigs, I want my bigs to be able to look decent in space because that's where it matters when you get to the playoffs. So I like have a big that I can be like, hey, they can at least move a little bit in space and do some things, Clingan, because Clingan can do all that, but he gets it's like maybe I got Steven Adams PTSD. That might be a little bit more reason why. Could be that, but yeah, I mean I like Clingan. But then again, on top of that though, for me it's kind of like I don't know if they keep saying that, but like this is the first time in a real time where the Grizzlies are kind of linked to rumors because they never really give you rumors before in all these drafts. Like even with Zaire stuff, that was a lot quieter. And even then, usually they take usually when they trade up or something, you never really hear about it. So it's kind of weird to me. I won't say it's weird. Could be smoke screen.
I was about to say, you're saying it's a smoke screen.
Yeah, it could be.
The Grizzlies do smoke screens. The Grizzlies do smoke screens. So
yeah, and I'm just like, it's just the obvious thing that because the Grizzlies need a center, so it's like, oh well, Klingan's he makes and he fits. It makes sense. So it's not like they might not end up like they can still end up with Clingan. But it's just like for me, it's like, maybe it could just be some smoke screen because teams know they need a center. They like Clingan. He makes sense for them. And it might not be smoke screen, but I mean, usually this is a little bit different for me. That's why I'm like, I won't say it's fishy, but I'm looking at it. I'm observing a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if they trade up, whatever, I don't want them to trade up. I think you should stay at 9, or if you trade back, you're getting somebody, like you're getting probably like a starting big back. That's what I think that's the only reason I think they trade back or something like this because they're getting a big like that's starting. But either way, like I'm not gonna trip too much yet. Like it's just rumors at the end of the day until I get some substantial moves and evidence, which is why I need concrete stuff now. We're getting close. We're like 2 weeks away, like something like that. I need them to get done. So yeah, this is just rumors now, so I'm not gonna be too moved off of it, but I am going, take note of it. But I mean, yeah, it's I guess it's cool. I guess we'll see, man. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I just expect the whole draft, not just the Grizzlies, but the teams in general, it's just to be so random. Like now they talking about Clingan might go 1, and then now the Hawks ain't even had a pre-draft workout with SAR. Like so random, bro. Like just like the lottery. Like that's all it is. Nothing but randomness to this draft class. I don't know what is going on, man. Just random. That's my one word to describe this whole thing with the draft class. It's just random. That's it. Just random.
Yeah. And kind of like what we said, I know we were talking about the draft like at the back half of the regular season, is we kind of talked about that until the lottery, it was going to be hard to really have deeper conversations than what we had already had. And for now, I think that can be the case is that, based on what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, all that stuff's still true. Nothing has really changed just because we don't necessarily know if they're going to trade up, if they're going to trade back. Now, there's a lot of hypotheticals. I think if they trade back and they can get like a starting caliber center or somebody, and then, you get somebody who's a little bit lower on your radar, but can still, I think impact winning, even if it is Tristan Da Silva or somebody like that who you're not planning on taking at 9. Because I mean, if you look at the guys that the Grizzlies have been linked to, they've been linked to some people that are in the lottery, and they've been linked to some people that will probably be more like 16, 17, like that kind of range. So I think that they are keeping all their options open and everything like that.